That will be an unexpected bonus, I would imagine, to dissipate some of that energy. Again, manoeuvring beautifully. Now, as I said earlier on, these gentlemen are volunteers. They come together as often as they can, and though their training is limited to those opportunities, so it's a tribute to the dedication and indeed the experience of their sergeant and their NCOs. They are able to carry out such a credible reconstruction of the drill of Victoria's infantry. Men who would have spent hours, days, square bashing to perfect their drill. Precision intimidated the Queen's enemies throughout the empire. Had yet to be invented. So, as well as obscuring the enemy, it also meant the soldiers themselves would become marksmen, the smoke giving away their position. The Martini Henry rifles, of course, all original weapons. If you make your way to the Die Hard's encampment later on today, you'll see an incredible display of original artifacts. You'll be able to look closely at these weapons. All over 100 years old, still maintain in superb working order. Front rank fire. Look at that. Every weapon discharging. Back rank comes forward. Many of you would have seen this manoeuvre being practiced in the movie Zulu, which was a popular character actor, Mr. Michael Caine. As the 24th foot, their way forward to see off the frenzied masses of brave Zulu warriors. Of course, the troops of the 1880s can kneel and load, a luxury not available to their predecessors using ramrod loaded weapons. They had to stand. These men could steady themselves on one knee, giving themselves a better firing position. Now we're getting individual fire. Essentially, formidable rate of fire can be kept up as the men load and fire in their own time. Now, of course, what you're not being protected of at the far end of the arena is a shower of half-inch wide lead bullets coming in your direction. If you wish, you could rip an arm or a leg off a man, or kill him, knock him off his feet, kill him outright. It wasn't just the weapons on the British Empire, ladies and gentlemen, it was the spirit of the British infantrymen. Poorly paid, put upon, looked down upon in society. Men of the 1880s were all volunteers, none of the conscription of the 20th century. Many of them only joined the army in order to escape merciless employers or sometimes a merciless wife, and all for a shilling a day. Now, of course, musketry is all very well, but the business in hand must always be finished off so often by a charge. What you're going to see at the far end, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be on the receiving end, and I trust they'll stop in good time. The advance, the measured advance with the bayonet. The great British chair. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together if you would for the Die Hard Company. That it can eat between meals without ruining its appetite. If there are any small children, feel free to scream now. Something green and evil this way cometh. They're trying to send it away. By pointing their arms. They're directing him to the next village. Not in my backyard, they cry. Yes, they're offering up a child. The child seems reluctant. What's to be done? Perhaps a sacrifice, a sheep, or more children. No. A drink. Sir Roger offers a drink to the dragon. Will this... No, it's not looking good for the villagers, ladies and gentlemen. He still has that evil glint in his eye. It seems that they're going to put forward another sacrifice. Now, this may take some time. It appears that they have found a young lady of suitable stature. She doesn't look too happy. The dragon's advancing with relish. Give him a boo, ladies and gentlemen! Give him another boo, ladies and gentlemen! Give him a boo and a hiss! Ladies and gentlemen, they think it's all over. Cover your eyes. It could be nasty. The village is about to be fried, fricasseed, as the dragon's dinner. However, I see in the distance. Do you see him? Ladies and gentlemen, let me hear you. Do you see him? Ladies and gentlemen, give a great cheer. The Saviour of England, our patron saint, St. George! But he needs your help. Let's hear you, good people. Yes, he goes back for his lance. The dragon has recovered from his mauling. He's still looking pretty.
The yellow shield and the yellow caparison belonging to Sir John Babington of the East. The green caparison and the green shield belonging to Sir Edward Stacey of the West. So charging for the first pass. Cheer them on! Lances shattering everywhere, a truly dramatic start. We now wait for Sir Thomas Delisle to tell us the scores.
Scores on the door. Nice.
So the lances are being brought forwards. Now the lances can only break up to a certain point, and it is up to the Knight Marshal to determine whether each lance will receive an additional point for lance breakage.
Lance who?
So, ladies and gentlemen, the jousters are awarded 3 points to Sir John Babington for a clean strike to the shield, 2 points to Sir Edward Stacey with a strike to the breastplate. I forget what I said about that. Sir Thomas Delisle. It's his debut joust, ladies and gentlemen. He's quite excited. Enjoying himself, watching the spectacle. I think it's only the third joust. he's ever seen. So enjoying himself here in the tilt yard this afternoon. The Lancers are being replaced and made ready for the second course. Who is supporting the current leader, Sir John Babington, in the yellow? Who's supporting Sir Edward Stacey in the green?
Apparently.
Cheer them on, they're coming in for the second course. An interesting pass. The Lancers seem to be broken across the body, but I will wait and see what the ground crew inform the Night Marshal. In the meantime, let's hear it for Sir Edward Stacey as he makes his way back up the tilt yard. Let's have a big cheer for Sir John Babington as well. Hot, heavy work in the tilt yard here this afternoon. So, ladies and gentlemen, 2 points to Sir Edward Stacey for a strike to the breastplate, 3 points the maximum to Sir John Babington with a strike to the shield. That takes him into the lead, 6 points to 4. Come on, you with the yellow flags, I see you cheering your champion. So, ladies and gentlemen, coming in now for the third pass. This joust is not preordained in any way. We do not know the outcome. It's just as exciting here in the commentary box as it is out there on the tilt yard barriers. We have no idea what's going to happen, but at the moment, Sir John Babington in the lead, 6 points to 4, but still with everything to joust for. His visor is lowered. His steed is ready. His hand reaches out for the lance. And maybe he'll turn around too. There we go. Oh, Sir Edward. False start. So, Sir John. Sir John entering the list slightly too early. Sir Edward Stacey wasn't ready, so we are going to run that pass again. The jousters wait for a signal from one another. The lance will be raised up into the air. Remember, they've only got a very restricted vision with which to see that, so things can go wrong. So lucky old you. You've still got the third pass to come. Are you excited?
Yay! Whoopie-doo.
Oh! Now that was interesting.
Missed.
Let's wait and see what the Night Marshal, what news he will bring. Are you happy with that, Sir Edward? He's waving his hand. So, he says, not the best pass. But the Lancers did break. They can break in all manner of interesting and exciting ways. And here comes Sir Thomas Delisle to bring us tidings from the tilt yard. I said it was interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, the aim of the joust is to strike using the front of the lance, the coronel head, which is shaped like a hammer to put purchase on the armour. However, on this occasion, it was a barricade. This means that the length of the lance hits the opponents, and unfortunately, no points can be awarded to either jouster.
Ooh, controversial.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that means Sir John Babington is still in the lead, 6 points to 4. We still have 2 passes to run. Who thinks Sir John Babington is going to win? Who thinks Sir Edward Stacey is going to win? Yes, indeed. Not too late to buy flags are now coming around the arena. Those of you who've waited now have the knowledge of hindsight. Choose carefully. Cheer them on! Spectacular jousting here in the Rest Park Tilt Yard. You can see the lances splintering, flying across the field there. He's smiling. Sir Edward is smiling. If you look at the front of the horses' heads, you can see they're also wearing armour. This is called a chaperon. This protects the horse, as does the caparison. It doesn't only tell us which knight is jousting, but also protects the horse as well. So they're both looking quite smiley, and we have Sir Thomas de Lisle heading down the tilt yard to deliver the scores.
Yeah.
3 points apiece, ladies and gentlemen, both jousters striking to the shield. So only one pass left now. Who's cheering for Sir John Babington? Sir John Babington of the East in the gold caparison. Who's cheering for Sir Edward Stacey in the green? Sir John currently in the lead, 9 points to 7. And this could potentially change everything. A cleanly broken lance from Sir Edward Stacey. The lance for Sir John Babington looks to me like it's still intact. It is. So this could radically alter the scores, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of arguing going on down here between the armies. A little bit of dissatisfaction starting to brew, I think.
Hooray!
So, Knight Marshal, you're keeping us in suspense. Are you going to come and deliver the scores on your gallant steed Hawthorne there? There's a little bit of arguing, and I'd quite like to know the scores, please. Lovely. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, what a turnaround. Sir Edward Stacey scored 3 points, a strike to the shield. That gives him a total of 10 points. Sir John Babington, who was currently in the lead up until that point, did not hit his opponent. He only received 9 points. Your victor, ladies and gentlemen, Sir Edward Stacey in the green for the West.
My knight.
Let's hear it for Sir Edward Stacey, your champion's back. Just not enough. Please, let's have a huge round of applause also for our Knight Marshal. Tough decisions to call there. Sir Thomas de Lisle. It's starting to not look like a tilt yard very much anymore.
Being bought to the tournament in defiance of the King's edict.
No, you can go round.
In the arena, one of the victims of that unsightly brawl is being attended to.
Abby in that section.
And now, a long sword, a hand and a half sword, and a buckler. She follows the leaders of one of the factions in his blue coat. Closes on his opponent, distinguished by a red sash or band, as it was known. We have swords, we have pole arms.
It does say no standing in front of the chairs, doesn't it?
It does.
That'll warm them up.
Now the solid thunk of cudgels on flesh has been supplanted by an altogether more sinister noise. Clash of steel, sword, of axe, of polearm.
Having King's Guard, I reckon.
Mighty blows struck. Men guard themselves for their lives now. Whilst on the far side, the wounded of the first encounter are helped from the field.
Well, a real first aider. No, he really was hurt. Phil.
Yeah.
Look, that bloke we were talking to
Turned
out there
out,
somewhere,
started
jumping around.
Oh, he is. He'll be
friendly
there.
sporting competition has turned into something altogether less sporting.
Hello, that's not fair. 3 on 1.
Two factions set about each other with a vigour. It's difficult to say at this stage who is winning.
Oh, a dead one.
Oh, and here's a development. The far side, group of archers has been deployed. One of the captains of foot has brought forward bows and arrows. They advance the length of the arena. And that signals a determination on the part of the Marshal to put an end to this unholy conflict. What was to be a day of peace and celebration and sport men forced to their knees. Sir Alan, resplendent in his red and blue plumes, forces his opponent to his knees.
Then kicks him where it hurts.
Who is he from?
I don't know which one's which, to be quite honest.
Oh, the plumes,
The Marshal addresses them. He is shamed that they as Englishmen should fight such against other Englishmen.
I thought code M in the cafe. My God.
Next time he cries, bring better men.
So did you want to go?
And the words roar out. There will be no more fighting of Englishmen against Englishmen. The King's peace shall be observed. They have battled, but to what end? Order is imposed. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together if you would, for the troops of the Wars of the Roses Federation.